It's time for part 4, Hispanics slash Latinos, or whatever you want to label them as. Now, before I start, I just want to say that Hispanics and Latinos are probably the most diverse race of people on the planet because they're all over the world. Because you even got white Spaniards like the Argentines and even people live in northern Spain, from black Hispanics to the Dominican Republic, some parts of Cuba, and even Puerto Rico. But yeah, as far as the #1 stereotype for Hispanics, they have the same problem with what Asians do, especially when coming to America. Because when Asians come to America, any Asian country, they're automatically labeled as Chinese. But when anybody from a Spanish-speaking country comes to America, they're automatically labeled as Mexican. Mexican is not a race. I mean, just because somebody's brown skin and speaks Spanish is not automatically makes them Mexican. Look at all the diverse divisions of Latinos and Hispanics. Like I said, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Chileans, Argentine, Colombian women are sexy. And if you want to throw Brazilians in there too, some people don't really count them as Latino, but I'll just go ahead and count Brazilians too. Oh yeah, and another stereotype that's negative about Hispanics and Latinos is that they're all, that some of them are in this country illegally and that they're taking all of the Americans' jobs, which is a very ignorant thinking. But there's a lot of people who are of Hispanic descent who are born in America and have legal American citizenship. Just because somebody's Hispanic does not mean they're illegal. It pisses me off at the same time too, because Mexicans, especially Mexican men, they get labeled as lazy. I mean, the average Mexican man, whether he's an immigrant or not, he works 5 times harder than any American family and shit. If anybody's lazy, it's American men, or it's Americans in general. I mean, because that's how the rest of the world looks at as people who are born in America anyway. And another stereotype, and black people, they go hand in hand with this stereotype too, is that especially the women, they have a whole bunch of babies by a whole bunch of men out of wedlock. I mean, shit, other races do that too. I mean, shit, look at Asians, or look at Asia as a continent. They make up 1/3 of the entire world population, and they're only limited to 2 kids per household. So you tell me who has more kids, who has a population issue. And shit, look at like especially the rural South, the good old South, and the good old U.S. of A. Yeehaw! It's a whole bunch of white trash rednecks who have kids out of wedlock too. It ain't just blacks and Hispanics who have kids out of wedlock. It's everybody else who, I mean, it's basically more of a sexual thing than a racial thing. People just need to get that in their heads. Now, some good stereotypes about the Hispanic and Latino culture is, let's see, every sport has a dominance. Every race has a dominant sport they're good at. Blacks, we have football and basketball. Asians, they have martial arts. Let's see, white people, they're good at hockey. That's pretty much the only sport they're good at. And you got Hispanics who are good at soccer and baseball. That's positive stereotypes about them. And they have they have good food. They're good musical culture, and they, that's some pretty positive stereotypes about Hispanics. But that's all I gotta say about them. But yeah, any of my Hispanic viewers or anybody who's not Hispanic who has some knowledge of the Hispanic culture, let me know which stereotypes about Hispanics that are left out. Alright, thanks y'all. Peace. Oh yeah, part 5 is a special coming.